do, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. While you in here, hit that like, comment, subscribe, notification bell so you can be notified every time Her Takes uploads a new video. Alright, let's jump into it. What's going on around the NBA? Come on in, let's talk about it. So Ja Morant's dad, T. Morant, gets into it with the officials. I guess he didn't like some of the calls. They were at home in Memphis. They were getting blown out by OKC. And maybe T saw some questionable calls or whatever and had something to say. And so he was escorted out in the fourth quarter with 2 minutes to go in the game. Now, in my opinion, that was a bit petty, you know. Him sitting on the sideline, his son playing, he's in the league. Yeah, at some degree, he's got to make an example. However, I feel like that was just petty because at the games, fans are always, especially at the Hawks games, the fans are chanting, "Ref, you suck, ref, you suck." That's never been, banned or said, hey, don't say that. So for an official to get that much, his, underwear up in a wad or whatever you want to call it, for him to get that bothered, to have this man escorted out with 2 minutes to go in the game, in my opinion, that was extremely petty. I don't know, what he said to the official. I felt like it was petty. I also felt like T, hopefully he'll learn from this and just know what he's dealing with and not say anything. I don't know. I don't know the full story, but officials are just too... If you're going to be an official, you got to have tough skin. I guess that's what I'm leaning more towards in this situation. Now, this one here really, it didn't surprise me. I guess it more so frustrated or disappointed me. But AD done got hurt already. Game 1, he's out. And abductor, something like that, and he is expected to be sidelined for up to a month, for about a month is what it said. So give or take a month, they're not going to have AD. AD is going to be out again. AD, I don't know what to say. When I look like last night's game and I look at this 40-year-old GOAT continue to do the things that he's doing at this level, players like AD needs to be ashamed of themselves. Like, you were with Bron for all that time and you didn't get it figured out. After all that time, you didn't get it figured out, and you were with Bron, the man he's probably the best kept athlete ever, most conditioned athlete ever, best, whatever plan, whatever regimen he has. You were with this man, 6 seasons, 7 seasons, I forget, but now he's already hurt. And I just feel sorry again for the Dallas Mavericks fans. And then the other teammates that are there. I hate it because this man just cannot stay healthy. Now, talking about injuries, now this whole Mark Williams and the Lakers and the Charlotte Hornets, this whole thing where they rescinded their trade. As a LeBron fan, which, defaults me to liking, the Lakers right now. If they really found some stuff, okay, I'm happy for them, right? That they are able to get out of, rescind the trade and get out of it. I hated to see Dalton Connect leave anyway. He'll probably be gone this summer to get the big that they want, but if they really found some stuff in the medical exams, I feel like, yeah, okay, they did what they had to do, but did they really find some stuff? Because if it was, just them trying to back out of it, having second thoughts, that's not fair to Charlotte. And it kind of makes me feel like that's what's going on, because now Charlotte is trying to, fight this. They're trying to fight it because surely they had to provide them the proof and the paperwork of what's going on with Mark Williams. But again, just like with AD, I have no sympathy for these younger players after watching this greatness and this GOAT in LeBron James and how he can stay healthy, take care of his body at age 40. What is going on? That was so much that they didn't want to continue to invest in this trade and keep him on the roster. For a 23-year-old player failing his physical assessment, like what did they find? What's going on? And if it was something that Charlotte knew about, I just feel like Charlotte wouldn't be trying to explore options to get, to get the NBA to force the Lakers to take him back. Like, I don't know. Either way, this is a sticky situation. I understand with the Lakers, if this is true, and I also understand, if it's not, hey, it is what it is. Now, my boy Trae Young has been added to the NBA All-Star team by way of Giannis. Giannis is not going to be able to participate. They added Trae Young. Now, I'm happy for Trae. I'm happy that he decided to go ahead and go, mainly because of Zach. He'll be there to explore this weekend with Zach. But, I can see, and I would have understood if he had have declined the offer. I would have understood that, because looking over these names of players that's going to be playing, you got guards now, just the guards, that Trae was averaging more than, and he had the votes. And, Jaylen Brown, he's having a better year. Yeah, these guys are on winning teams, but I feel like if these players get the votes and they're performing, because maybe they need to take the coaches voting out because they're not being fair. Tyler Hero, they kind of neck and neck, although Trae outdoes them all with assists. That alone, to me, should have propelled him to the initial roster because he's leading a stat. He is a stat leader. Just like with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he is leading the scoring, right? I get that. Darius Garland, Trae is leading him in all areas. All areas. Yeah, his team's winning right now. But again, I just feel like all stars should be on that individual performance, not the team. Jalen Williams, I get it. I know why these guys, they're in a bigger market than us. I don't know about OKC, but their team's playing really, really good right now. But I don't know. It just is what it is at this point. But he'll be there, so I guess at the end of the day, we should be happy with that. Now, with that being said, our new look Hawks. We've won our last 3 games. I want to say 2 of them was after the trade deadline, because I feel like one of those 3 was when we still had Hunter. I did take a peek at him last night as well with the Cavs. I want to say he dropped like 13 points. He had a solid game from what they was dishing to him, but what I had to realize is, one, he's starting now. He's not coming off the bench as that primary scorer. So with him playing behind the talent that he's playing behind, he's probably the 4th option, maybe even 5th. And he's gonna be standing around. He's gonna be standing in the corner, cutting, moving, waiting for the ball. He might have slow starts, but he dropped 13 points, which was solid for that role. That's pretty solid. So, I want to see him succeed. I like him. We've had him. I want to say we drafted Hunter, so we've had him a long time. So I'm definitely pulling for the guy. But as for the Hawks, I just don't see us being any more than a play-in team this season. And unfortunately, with that being said, Trae's going to demand a trade this summer. I don't know. He might surprise me. I actually thought he was going to do it last summer. He didn't. We'll see. I think his plan, and it's just me off the dome, I felt like his plan was to demand a trade to San Antonio, but now they've got De'Aaron Fox, so that kind of messed it up. I was watching him after the game the other day when we played them. Him and De'Aaron like had a little laugh after the game. I believe he told him, I was coming. I was going there. But, you know, that's just me trying to make up narratives. But we're just a play-in team. And I don't feel like the pieces that we got is going to push us any further than that, especially without JJ. Now, if we had JJ, I feel like we would have avoided the play-in. But that's going to be scary. That's going to be bumpy for next season. My rep sent me my little email today to sign back up for next season. It's going to be bumpy. It's going to be bumpy. The new guys held their own last night. You know, I like the way, how fast we're moving. Karis LeVert dropped 18. Terrence Mann dropped 12. And Niang had 8 points off the bench. So they're doing that thing. Karis LeVert, I want to say he even had 8 boards to go with his 18 points. So they're solid pieces. We definitely needed that with losing Hunter and Bogey off the bench, because we had such a good productive bench. I don't think our bench is definitely is not where it was with losing Hunter. If Trey leaves, it's already hard to get a star to Atlanta. And if he leaves, it's gonna be ugly. It's gonna be ugly. I already know it's gonna be ugly. But I just wanted to come chat and yap it up about what's going on around the NBA. My thoughts of some things that's up. About to do a video reaction on Bronny. I've been having it in my back pocket, because we need to give Bronny time. I hope everybody's giving him time, all these haters and, you know, talks that was going on about this man. Give him time. Let him develop. You know, the Lakers made that mistake in putting him in the game against Tyrese Maxey. Like, come on. Like, that was crazy work for Bronny. They need to just continue to develop him, give him time. You know, he's learning his way in field, and, you know, getting to the basket, getting that confidence up in the G League, and that's what it's all about. All right, Dalton Connect, I felt sorry for him watching him last night on the bench. You could tell, you know, you could tell, you know, he feeling it, right? It was a good decision by JJ Redick. He said he didn't want to let him play, let him, you know, continue to wrap his head around what's going on. You know, hopefully he's able to just let it roll off his back and come back and start, you know, dropping them threes. And corner ball, we need you as a corner ball. They're gonna need all the scoring they can get without a big. You know, try to get in front of these other teams and at a fast pace. You know, and just go from there to make up for the lack of defense that they have. But anyway, that's all I got. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you're new. And as always, stay safe. On to the next one. Peace.